So, hello again. Person that is not saying anything. We are back from what we were doing. Well, more I was doing Thursday night, not Friday, because I had some stuff to do. But this is where we last went off. Getting all of the badges, even if it only likes to show the Johto ones, because I don't know why. But obviously we're Mount Silver. With this team, and I do not feel confident with this team. I mean, yeah, we have decent moons. But there's one thing that we can do, because technically in the game it is Sunday. And this is, spoiler alert, gonna be a grinding session. I do not know for how long. Mainly because it could last the entire stream. Mainly because of what we're fighting. High level Pokemon, and our Pokemon Bay would reach 50, and yet we're gonna be fighting Pokemon in the 70s. Or, you know, we are so fucking screwed. I mean, some of it is because we barely got enough XP from the Kanto trainers. Seriously. And also because we're in tiny normal time, almost every move that would be great to us cannot be learned, or it can be, just we have to do a lot of extra shit. Like, Giga Drain would be a great move to have. Can't learn it. Dragon Breath, can't learn it. Steel Wing is actually possible. I sort of need something on Wing, because all Winged has for attacking moves is Flying and Drill Peck and nothing else. Yes, Pursuit's there, but because it's special, it's fucking pointless. And now we have two Pokemon with Steel type moves that aren't even highly accurate. If this was Gen 3, I'd use that in a heartbeat. Because, well, in a recording for Pokemon Emerald, I wish I could put onto YouTube, but it gets stuck at 5% for no reason. Then you'd see how much I use that on a Grovite, and it's the best move that it has. HMs I'm not exactly wanting to use, and this I really do not want to fucking use. There is one thing that I do actually want to get. I just have to absolutely make sure that the person is out there, otherwise I'm having to soft reset the game. Well, when I say soft reset, I mean change the clock. because there's normally a person around here, and it's after you've beaten the league, giving you 3 very important TMs. Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. One of those 3 I am going to teach the Palindrome. That being Thunderbolt, because the closest we have is Thunder Punch. On a Pokemon with not so great special attack. And also, it's only in Crystal version as well, like this person. Okay, yeah, it's any of the 3 for 4,000 coins. But it's only Wednesday and Saturday. And this in-game time says Sunday. Okay, I don't know what those. Don't know what those teams even are. 25, 14, 28. I'll just check now. Bear with. Right, so 38 is Fire Blast. 25 is Thunder. 14 is Blizzard. Go for time reset, because those TMs don't interest me of how inaccurate they are. And also I have no interest in those Pokemon because, okay, none of them are normal type and Wobbuffet absolutely not. So, hang on, how much is... And the ID. Okay, got it. I'm guessing save again to absolutely make sure. Okay, it's up select B. No, it's down select B. Got it. I know there's only one move, but I'm needing Thunderbolt at least, because Thunder Punch is not 100% reliable. Well, it's reliable in terms of it won't miss, but the Pokemon that has it, like I said earlier, not a great special attack because it's Ursaring. There we go. The Thunderbolt, okay, well, I don't know if it will absolutely need the others. Probably because I don't know if the Pokemon that have decent special attack can learn it. Because I'm not giving it to Dogfang. Look at the massive difference of attack and special attack. Taurus is pretty much in the same boat, just no. Say 99, and yeah, it's higher, but that attack is just so much higher. And also very similar position with Winged. Pound Jump's the only one where it's decent, even if it's Girafarig, meaning that it's still less than the other one's attack. And we don't even get stabbed, and Kangaskhan, well... yeah, that's 53. Probably because Kangaskhan ends up focusing on HP. Based on the fact that the rest either don't reach 150 or 170. So Thunderbolt's honestly the best one, and that costs 4k coins. But there is also Flamethrower, which might not be needed because there's no Steel type on Red's team. We have Shadow Ball for Espeon. We still have Thunderbolt for Charizard. Pikachu can go down with Earthquake. Blastoise is Thunderbolt. Snorlax is a bit difficult because it's only fire moves. I'm just wondering what fine TMs are available. Brick Break annoyingly is not a thing. And there's hardly any fine type TMs anyways, because the only other one is Dynamic Punch. Which is great. Can I not just fucking sort this shit out? Ah. Trying to... pretty sure there's more. No, I need to know if there's any moves at all that aren't just the 3 here. It can't be just the one literally sitting outside the casino. I know it's not a casino, but it isn't. Okay, it really is the only one. God damn it. Right, so let's just spend our money away, because it's not like we're going to use it anywhere else. Just wish the exchange rate was better. And I could gamble for it, but, well, you'd go on the slots, but I'd rather not. Even if it costs 80k for each individual one. Which is a bit of holy shit. Yeah, like I said, Thunderbolt. The only one that has decent special attack, and I wanted to use it. Because I am not having tackle. Jesus Christ. He just goes inside. Do we actually get to find him in here? Or unless it's him? I don't know if it is him or he just vanishes into this place. Unless it's him. It could be. I wouldn't know. But unless there are better moves, which... Well, if I check the actual TM list of moves that can be learned and we don't already have, then, you know, a bit difficult. Okay, yes. Double team does exist at the Celadon game corner, but I'm not wanting to be cheap. So that kind of, yes, maybe a great electric move, but it's essentially dynamic punch. And you don't trust it unless you have something like Mind Reader making it guaranteed to hit next turn. I'm not, okay. Sludge Bomb I already have. Fire Blast I end up not needing. The Phantom Skull, well, if I was doing rollout strat, I would use that absolutely. Yeah, that's because there's only 50 TMs. I've either used all the ones I want, or the ones left are absolutely terrible. Like Curse. Okay, yes, it increases attack and defense but decreases speed, but most of my mons are not slow. They at least got 100. Oh, okay, well. Earthwing Stars A. Okay, we do have 2 slow ones, so maybe it could be somewhat beneficial. I don't know. Raw is absolutely not worth it. Why? Rock Smash, just no. Psycho, no. Hidden Power, no, because I don't even know what the hidden powers are on my team. Because there's no one to check with, and the only way to actually check is to do the strat of save the game, teach a Pokemon hidden power, and then test it out to try and find the type. Except for the problem that I already got rid of it, because there's no way of knowing. Even if you can get a turn on shop. But one person did, well, I think had it and sold it, well, gave it to me. It's only they, well, I only have Fundamental Heads in, that's going to be helping the Charizard too much, and that Flame Flow is deadly. So I said no, Snore, no. Blizzard, it's not Gen 1, it's not 100% accurate. And I already have Ice Punch. Hyper Beam could be decent, because that's 150 base power, 9% accurate. But charges next turn though. And also is in the Celadon game corner for 7,500 coins. So already no. Icy Wind, no. Protect, no. Rain Dance. Don't know if that was already sold off and pointless for me, because I don't have Thunder or any water type moves. Kiko Drain can't learn. Endure, no. Frustration, absolutely not. Solar Beam, no. Iron Tail I already have used. Dragon's Breath, none of my Pokemon can learn it. Thunder, no. Earthquake, already learned it. Return, already learned it several times. Dig, it's already on Eccentric because I couldn't get out of Rock Tunnel. Psychic, I already have, and you can get it multiple times, I didn't know. Shadow Ball, already got it. Mud Slap, absolutely useless. Double Team's being a dick. Ice Punch, already got. Swagger, no. Because it's doubling, well, it's increasing their attack. And it's just going to be making my attack, well, making me worse off. Because they're not hit through the confusion. Sleep Talk only works with rest. Slush Bomb already have. Sandstorm not helpful because I don't have any rock, ground or steel types. Fire Blast no. Swift is too low of power. Defense Kill is not settled with Rollout. Fun Punch already have. Dream Eater no. Detect no. Rest no. Attack no. Thief no. Steel Wing already taught. Fire Punch learned. Fury Cutter I would, but not in this game. And also Nightmare I don't have, but I'm pretty sure none of my Pokemon can learn it anyways. Yes, that was me going through quite literally every single bloody TM available in this game and just pointing out how many that I either can't learn or already have taught. But as you can see, a lot of them I just don't want to use. There were still quite a few where I wanted to use them, but I don't exactly have any chances to when no normal types can learn them. Okay, somehow a nugget does have off for some reason. I really don't know what level to actually get my Pokemon up to. Wait, is that focus bound the what I think it is? But is it the way I'm thinking where it would be like a one-hit KO situation? Okay, cause Winged is the most frail, I think that'd be the best choice. And okay, the only other option I have for grinding around here is Elite Four, which I could do over and over again. But how much would I really be wanting to? That is the question. I know they'll be able to demolish the entire team and all the teams very quickly. I wouldn't entirely say that because my Pokemon still on like above the level of the Dragonites, and also these Pokemon are very similar level to mine, and also I somehow get poisoned from a fucking poison thing first turn. Thanks for that luck, Genghis. Oh look, another Arclock that can't poison me. Wait, does Genghis have the pink belt now? I don't always remember which Pokemon are holding the items. Oh, I know it's Melco that one has. Is it Boulder that has the pink belt? I wouldn't say I need to swap, just I'm going to be using Dizzy Punch more, and also Dizzy Punch is stab, but it's still less powerful than Thrash's. And this grind, because of the Lucky Eggs location, will take a while. why they stick it on a Chansey that's rare to find and rare to get anyways is stupid. Okay, as long as I do half, then I'm fine. Yeah, I know I'm 3 levels higher, but I've had times where I'm 3 levels higher and I still don't even do half damage. This is my situation for Mount Silver, by the way, because I don't want to teach a Pokemon Flash. Clearly mean that I'm gonna have to pull a Wikipedia, or not, Bulbapedia, for the layout of Mount Silver. And I completely forgot that they actually made Tangela the correct colour. Because I'm pretty sure in Gold and Silver, Tangela's a lot lighter blue. Like close to green, if I'm correct. I mean, it's slightly surprising because more of a dark blue is a normal colour. I mean, sometimes it's more of a less saturated colour, well, shade of blue. But I'm pretty sure it was very light blue, getting close to green. In Gold and Silver. I mean, Crystal fixed pretty much most of the colours. Like, okay, Sneasel was fixed. Well, I guess fixes in quotations, whether or not you prefer the old colours or new ones. Spinarak had a similar effect. I don't think there were that many that changed colours within Gen 2 itself. There were some that like change afterwards, mostly shinies. Well, with the cases of either the shiny changing or the shiny becoming the regular form, slash the irregular form becoming the shiny. It's a bit complicated. So essentially, limited colour palette, and then afterwards they had a larger colour palette. Like possibly similar colour palette in a way to NEDs, like the NEDs. That's limiting colours. Or you could say somewhere in between NEDs and SNES, because SNES had a lot of colours attached to it. NEDs didn't have a lot, and I'd say Game Boy Color was somewhere in between that, because it had colours, so it wasn't like only 4 shades possible, like in Red, Blue, Yellow when playing on a console with colour. And we actually managed to get Pokemon confused with Dizzy Punch. I mean, GVA is absolutely 16-bit. There's no saying about that. Like that. Oh, I did not know a Tangela was able to flee. But yeah, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Final Leaf Green would fit right on home on the SNES. They do look really good. Like that sprite, the sprite art in it is great. Fits right at home. It's like, okay, I think here's the thing where Red, Blue, and Yellow absolutely fill in the NES. And then it's like the Game Boy Color is somewhere in between, because it's like they had more colors, meaning that they could have like more than just 4 different colors for each individual Pokemon. Because I think that was a max color palette for each Pokemon in Red, Blue, Yellow, because of Well, because of how they did the Virtual Console version of Jinx, they gave it a fifth shade, or fifth color, which ended up being impossible on the original one because of the controversies surrounding it. But in time with Game Boy Color and this, Gold, Silver and Crystal, like, yeah, they fit more like a sort of a hybrid between the NES and SNES. Like, you get more colors, but it's still somewhat limiting compared to the SNES. So it ends up being, why am I thinking something on the lines of Sega Mega Drive? Because yeah, the Mega Drive did not have as many colors. That's why I feel like it could appear on. May technically be Nintendo owned now, because I mean Sega's third party owned by Nintendo. Unless I got that second bit wrong and Sega isn't owned by Nintendo, even though they work very closely. I could just put on background compliance theme music. But at the same time, no one is here. Says one person is here. Not that I've said anything, because don't have to be fucking paralyzed. Well, these have not been fully paralyzed, even though okay, I thought I was going to say that I had just cursed myself. Well, jinxed, more like. It's like, would 55 or even 60 be worth getting to? I don't know, because the level 70. And it would take a bit too long to just grind all the way up to 70. Because the only time I'd do that is if I actually did have the lucky egg and I was just rebattling the Elite Four over and over again, slash the gym leaders, and also we was in a completely different game. Because then you gave him more experience on top of that. Wait, okay, I might have completely forgotten about reversal. What the fuck? Wait, is that the one that you do more damage the less health you have? Yeah, it isn't. somehow I completely forgot about it. Okay, because of one being special move, I don't know what to think of. Can't use it just yet when I have max out. I mean, they will do pretty much no damage at all. Have to wait until one is really low. But I may not always be faster, and also before that I might just get paralyzed. At least my opponent is being opponent lazy to okay. I don't think I've even encountered an Ursaring, possibly because Ursaring would only appear on this round at night. I don't know. I'm guessing. No, oh my god, I need reversal armor. Resist it. I can always open an Arbok though, and I get less experience from an Arbok than a Ponyta. What the fuck? How is that possible? I don't know, I'm just got to accept it, really. Okay, so should I just really shouldn't buy Arboks at all if I get like about 100 less experience off them? And because I really don't know when this is even going to end, it's going to no doubt end before the end of this week. I still have plans for the Rio. Jesus Christ, you must be rare. I do know that if I go inside, I will end up finding Lavatar and mischievous, but it's like, once this run's done, I still have plans for other runs. But at the same time, I'm still wanting to do some stuff with certain people, but I never know when the fuck they're available. So is it gonna be a complete clusterfuck? Yes. Don't know why you expected anything else when coming to this channel. I mean, why do you think that in the bio it says to professionally unprofessional? Because I don't strive for professionally or professionalism at this rate. I mean, for the one person, make yourself bloody comfortable. I'm honestly surprised at times of how much confusion damage can do. And now I get like 1200 experience off of Rapid Dash. But less than 800. Also off an Arbok. Slightly puzzling really. Oh, I didn't realize I was that close on level 50. God, it feels like it's been a while since Thursday. With how much I had to do. Which I might have said before, but pretty much I was recording some stuff just so my it's not OCD, more like just so my idiocy could be repaired in a way, not fixed, of not recording the first 3 parts to my Emerald Grass Only run, so I recreated them, still at the same length of a VOD, but as an actual recording. So yeah, it's just raw footage of me playing Pokemon Emerald for hours. But still managed to do less time than I did originally, by about 2 hours. And I thought I had been on a massive time crunch. And I was so much on a time crunch that I managed to save 2 hours. So yeah, I essentially just said that it's a recreation in the tournament timeline where I managed to do stuff in a quicker time, and one of the Pokemon is now female. Well, technically 2, because of what happened in episode 3. Then I also had to make, well, I didn't have, okay, what I'm trying to get across is, part 2 is split up into 2, because of how the recording went. Essentially, it fucked up. I just restarted the recording. I don't know why. And so it became 2 parts, and also I wanted it to become 1 part because I recorded it like it was. I just carried on recording, even if the recording itself is separate. But the software that I would usually use to be able to export something does not like exporting anything that is over a few minutes, because I can export a video that's less than 5 minutes long, but I can't export anything that is the length of all these streams, meaning that the only way to not activate that is often just make it so the recording's in 1080p 60 FPS off the start, which to my knowledge it is. But if it's not, then I'm gonna fucking struggle. Because, yeah, it's 3.5 hours of pure footage. I was just trying to, that I inserted into the thing, that I've changed a bit so they would still line up. And it did not want to export. I got frozen! Oh, come on! Frozen. And somehow can't escape. Look, 3-headed bird that could possibly fly by using 2 of its heads as wings. I don't know if that's canon, I just remember seeing that in an animation, like how one learns uses fly. Just use the other heads. But pretty much going back to the VOD thing, like, for some reason, 3.5 hours of pure footage couldn't export past like 5%, and over time, the amount of time it said it would take for it to export grew up to the point where it exceeded 2 days. To export 3.5 hours of footage. Just saying, the software before used to actually be able to export footage that was about that length, or even more, like up to 5 hours. Perfectly fine, near enough. Well, it still took a while, because of course it would. But did not take 2 days worth. It would take either 4 hours worth if it was 5 hours, and if it was 3.5, it would take 3 hours or less. I mean, I still had to attempt to make it so that nothing else was running, but even when nothing was running, it still never went past 5%. And I don't know if I even have to get other software to export it, because most of the time I end up having to check to see if it can go up to 1080p on YouTube. If it doesn't want to, like for some reason Pokemon Crystal, because it goes to 360p and that's it, I don't know why it does that, then I have to export. But if it could go into 1080p 60fps on YouTube perfectly fine, then I can just skip the export process. But it's going to be really difficult for me when I have more than 16 parts of Fallout 4, because apparently I have even more, and some of the stuff I have to export. But I have to separate it and then export it. Because I think the stream the stream in question was when I wanted to do No Man's Sky, and I got so disinterested into it that I changed it to Fallout 4 midstream. And clearly my software had a problem with trying to export anything that isn't the length of a song. Because it was able to export off like almost a 5-minute song in about a minute. That was like with a lot of cuts as well, like a lot of cuts of different footage with just the same audio track. I still had to cut it down a bit because I wanted it to be like the actual music itself, not like a music video. But it's like it was able to do like 5 minutes easy with lots of cuts, and yet it's unable to do 3.5 hours with pure footage, no cuts, nothing. I don't know why he does it. I tried to look up as to why, and I don't know if I'm having to get other software to do it. So just so I can get it to go to 1920 1080, because that's the size of my monitor right now, to be at 60 frames per second and to be at high quality. Because yes, obviously it will take more time if you make it high quality, but it resets to day 6, which isn't good enough. So I try and put it at about 20 or 17, because the lower the better. And yet it still takes a while to even do anything. Like, it starts off fine, like within the first few percents, gives you a good time for how long it would take to export. Like less than, I think it was 2.5 hours occasionally. But it's like, it gets closer to 5 or 6% and reality sets in and you're fucked. I may have some, it's like, yes, is it free? But just because it's free does not mean it's immune to criticism. Because then we would be saying anything that's free is immune to criticism. You know, otherwise you wouldn't have it in a case of, You give them moldy bread for free. And then, oh, you can't criticize it, it's free. No, it's fucking moldy bread, it will kill you. Well, I don't know how much it will, but if it's like, if it's blue/green and it's clearly trying to take over the bread, then it will kill you and you can criticize the person giving it to you. So, with it being free, it's a good point, but bad point being that it will later break down in terms of it will start off being to export stuff, no problem, and then later on hate exporting with a passion. It also occasionally hates imports because it's near enough the only way to actually get stuff into the system where the audio does not work at all, but the audio actually works if you put it into video playing software. Like, I tried like some of them that don't work in Olive with well, not OBS. I do have both versions of that, regular OBS and Streamlabs OBS. I never know which one is overall better for streaming, just that when I logged off stuff for streaming, it said Streamlabs OBS is better, and I haven't even used the other stuff because like, no stream deck, nothing. But yeah, I tried it with Windows Media Player. Man's getting to work with VOC Media Player. And, you know, films and TV. But it doesn't, the sound doesn't work until like a certain chunk into the actual recording, which doesn't make any sense. But I can't find any leads on it, because when I do, the most I get is a few seconds. Except for me, it's not a few seconds, it's either a few minutes or even a few hours in some cases. Which is ridiculous. Because if Streamlabs OBS is able to pick up my voice and almost go into the yellow, surely another piece of free software is able to. Because Streamlabs OBS was free. I mean, yes, there's some stuff locked behind it if you pay for it, but I haven't. And honestly, it feels like all I'm doing now is ranting, because I have no one to talk to. And I've been in a bad situation, especially yesterday. Oh my god, last night and even early morning, it was shit upon shit. I mean, I've already expressed some of my frustrations on r/teenagers. Because I rarely interacted with it, yet I will technically no longer be able to within a few months. else to say. These are just more rants of my life being shit. Not that I'm even at all attempting to say, my life is worse than anyone else's, because it's not. I'm just saying my life is shit. Not so bad I want to end it, but then it could be fucking improved. And some of the stuff I could do myself. Other stuff just can't be done by myself at all. Oh, come on. Don't care if it's not Star. Why? Okay, almost 100 attack and almost level 50. But if I'm unable to take down a level 44 Rapid with a stab psychic, what hope do I have against like a level 77? I think it's 77 or 70. Well, a level 70 plus Venusaur. Out of this rain, no hope. I don't know that Palindrome at some point ain't gonna be able to learn Crunch. I really can't remember the level. I know it was after level 50. So, unless it was because Ponytail Rabbit actually had high special defense and hardly any defense at all. Well, I'm going to take down Tanglers. I mean, this was before Tangrowth existed. And I'd never use a Tangrowth because, well, grass type Sinnoh, I either prefer my favourite Pokemon of all time or my favourite evolution of all time. That also, beforehand, I never gave a shit about Tangela anyways. Because I always find it weird that his feet were just boots near enough. I mean, it definitely improved in a way for Tangrowth. I mean, it gave Tangela arms. made it more useful in competitive. Don't know how much more useful because it's a pure grass type. But yeah, for Tango, its feet literally just look like boots. Red boots. And I don't think we'll ever be able to know what's on the inside of Tango at all. Because, yes, people have done like pretend face reveals, but it's the toy of a Tangela. Because of it literally just being two pieces. The outside blue tendrils, it's just like one part, and then the inside is just like a black growl, well, a black sea essentially, attached to the boots. I mean, not the only time it's happened to a Pokemon. Because there was a plushie of a dino. A dino's usually known for essentially being blind, just having no eyes at all. And so there was a plushie where you could actually lift them all. And it's just so it was just really fucking funny because of how the eyes contrast the rest of it. I don't know if it was done for swallows, because that's essentially the same thing, because it's two heads that are still blind, but I don't know if they had like their parts permanently stitched on and you couldn't remove it. But I wonder if they did that trick for any other Pokemon where their eyes are non-existent, but they still put them on anyways. Okay, almost every single member of the team to 50. Definitely don't want to test out yet. And this I technically do not have to do, but I'm pretty sure when I have a fully evolved team it is possible. The only problem being, how low am I really wanting to do it? Because I'm saying 55 is the lowest. Because yes, it may be possible to do at like level 50 for certain Pokemon, but I'm not saying it would be exactly the same for this team. Not when some of them struggle to beat Pokemon lower level than them. Like earlier, Kun Oko a Ponyta, River Stab Psychic. So clearly no hope for a fully evolved starter. I don't know the stats on all of them. I'm not that much of a nerd, just know that Pikachu is fast, but oh my god, extremely frail, meaning that if it attacks with thunder and misses, good. But because of what, actually, because it's Tauros, it might not be able to like the Pikachu might not be able to outspeed. If it was a Raichu, then I'm guessing it would absolutely outspeed it. But it's a fucking Pikachu. Have you seen how weak a Pikachu is? Why do you think people do Pikachu only runs? Because they see how weak it is. And the only place where it looks strong is, oh I don't know, the fucking anime. Where you can take down legendaries. Fucking ground types with no steel moves. Like, what? You try doing that in the game, you'd get demolished by an earthquake. Like, fine to have the Thunderbolt essentially be so strong you can take out any Pokemon that are neutral or weak to it, but not Pokemon that A, resist it, and B, are immune to it.
that would very much be the equivalent of being able to use Earthquake on flying types without even needing to use gravity. Or even Pokemon that just straight up have Levitate. Yes, somehow so strong that the rocks managed to come from the ground and hit them. Like, it was not a case of someone using like Stone Edge to put them in a certain place, and then the other uses Earthquake to send the rocks upwards. Because I don't think you'd be able to do that, but in the anime, know that you could. We've seen some ridiculous transform in the anime. Does it make the fights cooler? Yes, but more improbable. Because you can't do that in the games at all. I mean, is it thinking outside the box? Yeah, but by the time in this, there's different things to think outside the box. But then again, also in the anime, you can't use full restores or even any form of a potion unless it's outside a battle. I guess they did that because they thought, well, someone could just have a Pokemon that was on low and then immediately use a full restore. They cheapen it a bit. This could literally just be the entire stream itself of just grinding.
I know if this was for an edited video, you see at least some parts of it, not all of it. But you'd often want to show the grinding on the screen because you'd be able to talk to some people. But currently, not possible when no one is here. I really can't do much to control that when it is a Monday. I don't know why, but every time I'm seeing a Tangela, I sort of expect it to be shiny. Because of that one time that NDB found a shiny Tangela in one of his gold runs. I don't know which one it was, because he's done a few. Definitely wasn't a more recent one, it must have been a 2021. And it's just slightly weird that I end up being kind of part of the crowd of only watches his Pokemon content, but I do also watch his Elder Scrolls challenges that he's done for Oblivion and Skyrim, as also his Fallout series. I wonder if he would ever do Morrowind, because I'd never played that game, but that seems like it's just slightly different, but also kind of similar to how Oblivion is. I mean, because yes, I am still amongst the people that has only played Skyrim, and also amongst a large group of people who have never finished it. Like, none of the main story. I know I've gotten at least halfway. Like, I've done some of it. I wouldn't say a lot. Almost level 50 for England. Okay, well. For Fallout, I have played New Vegas. Evidenced by the 3 streams that I have available. I did 6. But 3 of them were corrupted, meaning that they would never see the light of day on YouTube at all. I'm pretty sure most of them corrupted because I actually had to turn off my system because it locked up my monitor and just stopped me from even moving my mouse. And I hadn't considered just holding it down but still cancelling it before it happened. By the time I did, it was too late. So now we have every single member. Level 50! In numbered order based on hit points. 55 is the next step, and it's clearly gonna take a fucking while. It already took me a while to be able to get one Pokemon just up to 50, and then I had to multiply that by 5, with the lowest being at 47. That was 3 levels. Now we're having to do it 5 at higher level for all of them. And no rare candies. Except I think we have like the 1? Yeah, we have the 1. So who the fuck to give it to? Because I'm not exactly wanted to give it out just yet. Okay, Genghis was the first one to get to be trained to 50. 1 was already at 50, which was Dogface, so I think Dogface should be leading the charge. And then Bulldozer, because we do have to use Dog Fairy against Espeon. The problem being low special defense. But in the actual fight, start with Bulldozer. And then I don't know what Pokemon's going to be sent out next. I just know we don't have the greatest of options against Snorlax. Because, well, if we go off base stats, which I will search up right now, regardless of which one is chosen, Reversal is like the end of the best option, and we're likely to go first anyways. Yeah. Defend is the way to go because it has 65, but it still has, you know, 160 base hit points, which is a fucking lot. Also a lot in HP and special defense, and not so much in defense, special attack, and essentially nothing in speed. Then again, I don't know what the fuck you were expecting. Oh god, it'd be even worse if it had fake fire ability, because it's 2 resistances I really did not give it shit about. And I have used a Snorlax before, I think 5-ed only, because, well, Gen 4, it's never impossible to use it when it's really only available from a Pokemon that's so rare to find, or post-game, essentially, in Hard Console Silver. You have no chance to use it in Gen 5 either, meaning that Gen 1 or Kanto is pretty much the only location you can use it properly, because you can catch one